What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet, and I am black up in your face again with some more pro-black commentary. So, so it has been reported by the mainstream media that Israel, the Israeli government, knew about the attacks that were carried out by Hamas on their own people. Basically, they knew this attack was coming. At some point, they knew the operation and the methodology of the attack. There's some question as to if they knew when. That hasn't been confirmed yet, but they did know what type of attack it would be and how it would be carried out. And they chose to ignore it and do absolutely nothing. Okay? So, once again, this was reported by the mainstream media. This is not Alex Jones. This is not from some conspiracy website. And this is certainly not from just some regular old new black media folks like myself who knows about this type of nonsense that goes on with not only the Israeli government, but also the American government. Okay? So, for all you people out there that got mad at my other videos where I talked about black people, black Americans are going to remain neutral in this whole Israel versus Palestine conflict, or this most recent one anyway, that we're going to remain neutral and stay out of it and not side with either one of them. And you folks got mad at me. I had a lot of people from the Jewish side getting mad at me, acting as if I need to support the Jews. And they've had several Jewish celebrities like Amy Schumer and Michael Michael Rappaport, and this new one, the latest one that's been running her mouth is Juliana Margulies. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. I really don't care. I only remember her from the show ER, and I know she's done some other TV, but I don't really watch that much mainstream TV nowadays. I know she's looking like Gollum nowadays. I know that. There was a time where she was considered to be one of the more attractive actresses in Hollywood, but now she looks like Gollum. Okay? And she's looking real scary looking. In fact, there's one picture I'm looking at that neck looking a little thick in certain areas. I'm worried. I'm worried if her name isn't really Julius and not Juliana. But I'm not going to give into that conspiracy theory. But I'll just say this: she was out there saying that black people are brainwashed into hating Israel or not supporting Jews or whatever. No, Juliana. I was about to call her something else, but I'm trying to calm down on the curse words. But it's not that black people have been brainwashed. It's that black people are sick and tired of people like yourself. You personally, people like you who have Jewish ethnicity or Jewish religion or Jewish descent, when you come out here and start acting a fool and wagging your fingers at us and telling us what we need to do and what we need to say and what we need to think, this is the problem that we have with you. All right? Has nothing to do with brainwashing. It has to do with the fact that a lot of you act like complete assholes and want us to go along with what you want and not be concerned with what we need and what we want. All right? So it's been confirmed now. Like I said, mainstream media is reporting, both CNN, and they have actual analysts who worked both in the Israeli media or also in the Israeli government. There are people who were analysts and people who gathered intelligence who tried to tell the government that this attack was coming, but those people were ignored. The same way there are people who predicted 9/11. Those people were ignored over and over again. The government had no time for that. And you know why? Because it's easier to grasp, whether it be power, money, finances, and to push forth whatever agenda you want if there is a perceived danger or threat that is coming to your people. People will hand over all their power, all their liberties, and all their freedoms to you if you claim to be the great protector, that you're going to save them and protect them from the evil bad that's out there in the world. So they allow these crimes to happen, and the people have nowhere else to turn to but the government. And so the government says, okay, just hand over all your freedoms and powers that I need, and I'll help you out. That's basically what it is. If you go listen to that song, really great song as far as like the lyrics go. Uh, Master of Puppets by Metallica. I know a lot of people here probably don't listen to that type of music, but don't don't worry about the music. Go find the lyrics to Master of Puppets. That's exactly how your world governments work. That's the perfect breakdown of how they work. Okay, so that excuse me, that song is brilliant in the lyricism, in my opinion. I know a lot of people overlook it because of the fast guitars and whatnot, but go get the lyrics to that song "Master of Puppets" by Metallica, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that they rather, these governments rather, let these terrible incidents happen, and once that incident happens, they can do whatever they want. Now, does that mean that they maybe have some hand in it, or they planned it? It's amorphous, and it almost to the point doesn't matter whether they planned it or not. The fact that they knew about it and allowed it to happen is bad enough. Okay, the fact that a crime is going to be committed at a certain time, or of a certain attack plan, and you don't prepare for that, that's bad enough. So to all the people, especially the people on the Jewish side of this whole new conflict, why don't you stop pestering black people? Stop bothering us. Stop complaining to us. Stop whining to us, and stop trying to browbeat us on social media. And go handle your Israeli government. Go talk to them about what's going on with them allowing your people to be attacked. Stop attacking us and trying to browbeat us. And what's his name? Michael Crackerport, talking about his little bitch ass list that him and his Jewish friends were making of people who don't support Israel. Instead of compiling this list of people who don't support Israel, why don't you go confront the Israeli government about allowing this attack to happen? Why don't you go do that? I know he won't do that at all because it's easier to attack and beat up on black people. Like, it's crazy to me how these people show their racism when you have an entire race of people in black people who have absolutely nothing to do with this whole situation. Black people have literally nothing to do. We didn't attack anybody. We didn't bomb anybody. But still, there are people blaming us for stuff. Still, there are people making demands of us for stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like that shows their racism. The fact that you would even have black people in your mouth. It was Hamas and Palestine who attacked you. What are you worried about black people for? What are you attacking us for? We have nothing to do with that. You see? But once again, it's easier. They're so pre-programmed to automatically dump on us. That's their thing to do. That's why I say, to a degree, racism will never cease to exist in this country, because they need a foil. They need a scapegoat for everything. They need to attack somebody. So, all these other groups, even if they're not Anglo-white, when they come over here, people like the Jews, they say, well, if we want to be accepted by the mainstream society, we need to shit on black people too. And that's exactly what they do. Don't be fooled by all that nonsense of we started the NAACP, or we marched in Selma, or some of our people were killed in Mississippi. Oh well, so too bad, so sad. The majority of the people killed in Mississippi are black people. In fact, black people are still being lynched in Mississippi. It hasn't stopped. You haven't stopped anything. So let's not even get on that. But I guess we're supposed to shed these tears for these two Jewish guys that got shot in Mississippi, as if this has never happened to black people before. I don't give a damn. Okay? We've been dying in Mississippi forever. Since before there was a Mississippi. As soon as it was founded, black blood and bone have been shed in that area. Okay? Tons of dead black people in that area. killed off for no reason whatsoever other than their skin tone. I don't want to hear about these 2 Jews getting shot in Mississippi. Okay? So you folks can let me know how you feel about this story. And once again, you can go look it up for yourself. Like I said, mainstream media is reporting it now that the Israeli government knew about this attack. So for all you people out there, all you celebrities, you Jewish celebrities, and you Jewish people on social media, if you want to get mad at somebody, get mad at the Israeli government. Stop badgering and pestering and harassing black people. We have nothing to do with this situation. Okay? Nothing at all. Go deal with it yourself. You have an intelligence organization that gets all this money. Hell, you're getting our tax money. Tax money that black people give out from our jobs and our hard labor, stuff that should be going to our community, is being taken away from us and given to Israel and given to your intelligence community and given to your military defense force. How come we don't get any of that? We should be more mad at you than you mad at us just because we won't come out and say we support Israel. To hell with you. Go deal with it yourself. You folks let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on the devil's back.